good afternoon and welcome to Speed Feed. This is where you get a glimpse of the latest news, trending topics, and hot stories that you need to know on a daily. My name is Kimani Mbugua. How are you doing today? Where did you just tune in from? Yeah, because we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Yeah, let me know where you just tuned in from here on Facebook, on the comment section, and on YouTube as well. Please also subscribe. Yeah, because we are live. Yeah. You can follow here to see all we're talking about today on Speed Feed. Let's start with the latest in politics. I have a couple of updates. The first one is because Jubilee yesterday, after the losses they experienced in the by-elections, the Standard this morning reports that the president was so furious to the point of turning away Jubilee officials who had gone to State House to explain why the Jubilee party lost in all the by-elections. And the most prominent one was in Juja, of course, where the People's Empowerment Party, led by Moses Kuria, they staged an upset against Jubilee. Their candidate, George Koimburi, I'm going to talk about him in a second, he won with a landslide, 12,000 votes ahead of Jubilee Susan Moitito, who got only 5,000. Now, the president was not happy at all. And when party officials went to touch base, some sources said that he chased everyone away, ordered them to leave and go home, because they did not give and provide enough explanation as to why Jubilee lost in all of those by-elections. And speaking of that loss, who is this man? George Koimburi, who shook up the president's backyard. Now, what we know about him so far is that this is not the first time he was vying. He ran back in 2017 and he lost to Francis Wakape Waitito, who was a former MP. Now, he was running under a different party called the Farmers Party. And after losing, he was appointed by former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waitito to chair the county's liquor licensing board. So he was the guy in charge of controlling liquor licensing in the county. And it's still a big problem in Kiambu right now. But he later resigned in 2019 because of frustrations from senior officials in the county. But now he's going to be representing the people of Juja in Parliament. Yeah, if you fail once, try again. Now, meanwhile, House Majority Leader and Kipipiri MP Amos Kimunya, he had to come out and explain himself, because earlier he had stated in public that if Jubilee loses the by-elections in Nyandarua, he was going to resign. So yesterday he went live on Facebook and he addressed that issue, because there's a video online where he had promised to resign. Now, he spoke in Kikuyu, so we're not going to show you that because not everybody can hear. But he addressed it yesterday, and this is what he had to say.
Related to this matter of elections, I know I've seen lots of comments on some comments I made in a political meeting, to the extent that I would ask my people of Nyandarua not to send me to a point where I would actually have to consider whether I need to continue as leader of majority if they let me down. And as you know, these are political issues that you do. And unfortunately for me, I did not consult the people of Kipipiri, who I represent, and this is a fundamental decision that requires public participation. So when I've consulted enough, I doubt they will let me bear the consequences of matters in another constituency. So I believe this matter rests there, and we move on with congratulating the winners and living with the situation that the people have made their choice, and we must respect that choice. Related to
Well, he is a politician and he was just politicking. You know, he says that this is a decision that requires public participation, and he knows his constituents won't let him take responsibility for something that happened in another constituency. Well, politicians will always be politicians. Now, in other stories driving the conversation politics today, I said I had a couple of updates. So House Speaker Justin Muturi was missing yesterday during a special sitting to discuss the appointment of Justice Martha Koome as Chief Justice. So some MPs took it upon themselves to, ask the question, so where is the speaker? Because this is an important sitting and we don't see him. Of course, we had told you earlier that he was undergoing a ritual that is going to, groom him to be installed as Mount Kenya's spokesman. And it was public knowledge since Monday, but the Kikuyu Council of Elders confirmed it yesterday that he was almost completing that 8-day ritual that will be followed by his coronation at the Holy Mukure Wanyagadanga site on Saturday. That's when he will be installed. Now, the big question that's driving the conversation has been, is he going to be a kingpin or is he going to be a spokesman spokesperson. He's not going to be the kingpin. He's going to be installed as spokesperson. You know, like the way the government has a spokesperson, the person we look to for official government communication, that's the person he is going to be. So that's another thing that's driving the conversation today. Also, remember to give me your comments below, especially of how things look because of the by-elections yesterday. Jubilee lost in all of them, and the president is furious, and now the conversation is all about what is going to happen. Where do we go from here? You know, after the BBI loss and the by-election losses, you know, the political conversation is charged. Let me know in the comment section what you think about all of this. Now, out of politics to other news, let's talk about Mlango Kubwa Estate here in Nairobi, because it has been in the news of late for the wrong reasons, because people there have been fighting over control of businesses in the area. This is a fight between Kenyans and Ugandans who operate in that area, and there's been this controversy between the two groups, and it was so bad on Sunday and Monday that the police had to intervene. Now, insecurity has been a major issue in Mlango of late, but I wonder, what do you see this video? What's this video of a man? Well, I mean, just how bad is it on that side of town? I mean, and my question is, why didn't anyone do anything? Did you see that guy standing on the Felix? You saw that guy standing. Looks something that looked like a church. He was standing just next there, and nobody did anything. Even the person recording the video is seeing that someone is being robbed, and they won't do anything. And also, people online are asking the same questions. Yeah, what do you make of this? Let me know in the comment section below. Right? Yeah. Meanwhile, let's talk about a sad story. This is a really sad story in Bungoma, where a border rider lost his life after being electrocuted to death by a live power cable that was lying in a pond where he had gone to clean his bike. So this guy was just going about his business, going to clean his motorbike, but then there was a power cable that was lying in the pond, and it electrocuted him to death. Now, Kenya Power confirmed the incident that happened at Makutano Junction in Kandui. This is in Western Kenya. They said that they will cooperate with the police, who have started investigations to ensure that this matter is brought to a rightful conclusion. That is from the statement they posted on Twitter. Now, moving on, KRA. Guys, every day we have a story about KRA because they mean business. They have been in the news almost every day because of what they're doing to seal tax loopholes. I mean, kuna madeni mingi sana, and they need to collect money to pay all of these debts. So this time, they were conducting a multi-agency raid to crack down on contraband goods being sold in the country, whose excess duty has not been paid. Now, you're not gonna sell your stuff in the country if you haven't paid the taxes for them. That's basically what they're saying, and they destroyed products with a cumulative value of 1 billion shillings in Stony Athi, and most of the products were alcohol and cigarettes and ethanol and also fake excise stamps. So people just go about their business, you know, they want to sell alcoholic products and they put fake excise stamps on them. But KRA is saying, no, that ain't gonna happen. Now, the reason they do this is because when people trade goods and don't pay taxes, it hurts the economy. This is common sense. No country will allow you to sell your products or do business for free. Yeah? But some Kenyans like doing illicit business and cut corners, right, Felix? Yeah? KRA is having none of that. Yeah? This year, they have just been hammering on people, from the digital service tax to all of these measures that they're implementing to make sure that everyone is paying their taxes. Yeah. Given the number of debts that we have as a country, yeah, you can understand. Now, in other stories today, and obviously she is former President Mwai Kibaki's sister-in-law. Now, the reason why this story is here today is because Kenyans online were debating about the fact that the family put a pay bill number. If you look at that obituary, can you give me that obituary, Felix? If you look at that obituary, money because people feel like the family of the former president should have enough money to bury one of their own. And some people disagreed. In fact, one person posted a screenshot of their M-Pesa statement after sending money to the pay bill there. My thoughts on this, I see no problem. Yeah, send it if you can. Yeah, it's unfair to bring politics into this because but Kenyans, we can't resist to do it. Yeah, send it if you can. Those are just my thoughts. Felix, what do you think? Yeah, he's the former President Mwai Kibaki's sister-in-law. So she has passed on, and the family just put up a notice just down there, a pay bill. If you want to contribute towards the funeral, just send your money. What are your thoughts? Yeah, they had friends. Yeah. Yeah, if you're willing, contribute. So you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Yeah, that's just what I think. But that's a story that a lot of people have been talking about. Now, anyway, more news. The Kenya Ports Authority confirmed this morning that the second port in Lamu has been opened. They had earlier said that the official opening will be today on the 20th of May, and it actually happened. And President Uhuru is down there. Kenya and how dates on government projects keep being pushed, but this is actually when they said we are going to open it on the 20th of May, and it actually was opened on the 20th of May. Now, enough of news. Let's talk about viral stories and other things that are happening. Yeah, so there's a 10-year-old wonder kid called Leo Meso. He's Kenyan. Studio because this is the best signing Arsenal have had in a long time. Is it? Yeah. This is the best decision the Arsenal has made in a long time. Yeah, he's gonna be he has a bright future. He was actually at the West Ham Academy. Yeah, they signed him from West Ham. That's how good he was. Well, as a Kenyan, I'm excited for him because he's from Busia, and I hope he doesn't wait all his life to win a title at Arsenal. How many years since the last one? I just had to. Also, it is no longer a rumor or some made-up internet meme. A$AP Rocky and Rihanna are actually dating. Has been asking for this couple for the longest time. A$AP Rocky and Rihanna. Now they're a thing. Yeah, I guess everyone approves of this relationship, right? Fans have been asking for it for a long time. Or you can't relate, Felix. You can't relate? You're not a fan of Rihanna? Rihanna is the queen of all queens. Yeah? No. Okay. This news doesn't matter to Felix, but maybe this one is gonna matter to him. There. Lastly, let's talk about the Premier League Hall of Fame. Yes, because today they confirmed that my GOAT, Steven Gerrard, has been inducted to the Hall of Fame. That's the reason. I just waited all week so that I can tell you that. Unless they were gonna put Steven Gerrard in there, we were gonna stage riots. You see the way Man United fans were rioting? Yeah, we were gonna riot if they don't put Steven Gerrard there. So they confirmed this morning that Steven Gerrard has officially been inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame. And all week since last week, actually, right? They've been inducting, football greats Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry. Yeah, Felix is excited about this. Thierry Henry was the first. No, I think it was Alan Shearer. It was Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer was the first. It wasn't. Oh, come on. Who was the first person to be inducted into the Premier League Hall of Fame? Comment below. I'm going to be reading your comments in just a few. Don't worry. Yeah, keep them coming. I'm going to be reading all of them in just a few. All right? So Alan Shearer is on there. Thierry Henry is there. Eric Cantona, Roy Keane, Dennis Bergkamp is also there. No, Schmeichel is not there. No, he's not there. Not yet. The father of Kasper Schmeichel. Oh, but they haven't announced him yet. No, because so far it's Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry, Eric Cantona, Roy Keane, Dennis Bergkamp, Frank Lampard, and Steven Gerrard. so far. Those are the ones on the 2021 list and their Premier League Hall of Fame. And I see a lot of people in studio just floating, like, what are these guys talking about? I mean, well, I guess that they won the game. Yeah, 3-0. Yeah, and now we're officially in the top 4. And it's I don't know. If you let me just tell you, this season has been so disappointing because after winning the Premier League and then you come and have a bad season. But I guess that's the life of a football fan. My friends, if you're not a football fan, I would not recommend it for you if you have heart problems, because your heart is gonna be broken so many times, so many times. I guess being a football fan prepared me for a lot of hurdles in life, because when some you win, some you lose. Yeah, but you always stick with your team. You're an Arsenal fan, you would know that. Let's read some comments below. Yes, thank you so much. I see a lot of you here on Facebook. Yeah, let's check out some of your comments here on Facebook. Yeah, just give me a second to load them up. Oh, yes, so many of you here. Oh, Kamau Sami, yes. Thierry Henry was the first inductee to the Hall of Fame. He was the first. Yeah. Jeffrey is here. Bro, anasema confused bro ni Thierry Henry. Is it, how do you pronounce his name? Is it Thierry Henry, Thierry Henry, the King? Yeah, he's a football great. Definitely fantastic player, I have to say. Mulemi Greg says Shearer, Henry, Cantona, Keane, Bergkamp, and Lampard. Those are the ones who have been inducted so far. Yes, and Schmeichel is not on the Hall of Fame. No, not yet. Leo Messi is better than Steven Gerrard. Yeah, we all know Leo Messi is better than Steven Gerrard. Yay, Roddy! Congratulations. Kimani says, we all know you're a Liverpool fan. That is public knowledge. It's all out there. I don't think I have ever hid any of that. Jay says, if they are adding Steven Gerrard, they might as well add Michu Batshuayi, because it's now a meaningless list. Jay, has your club ever won a Champions League? Yeah, just asking. Kipruno also says Leo Messi. Oh, yeah, he says Michael Musioka always watching from a different country every week. I don't know, Michael, are you vaccinated? Where do you get the passports and the vaccine passports to travel to all of these countries? Watching from Burkina Faso, watching from Mali, he's always all over the world. But we are happy for you, Michael. Otieno Freddy saying you tuned. Kiprono Kugat, what? Brian is saying, the Muturi ritual is the most hilarious thing I've seen all day. He's not even supposed to see his wife. Yeah, true. Yeah. He's not supposed to see his wife or a woman or even eat meat. Yeah, that is what it takes to be installed as a senior elder, you know. Mulemi says great stuff. Roddy's also saying Ateta learned from Wenger saying he almost signed Messi and went ahead to sign the best big thing. Actually, the headline to this story, that's a good one, right? The headline to this story about a kid who's just been signed, he's a 10-year-old Kenyan kid. Everyone had just written, my best had to be Leo, Arsenal sign Leo Messi. And then everyone was like, why are they... Everyone thought it was a typo. Yeah. But his name is actually Leo Messi. That's his actual name. Yeah. That's his, it's not a made-up name. Yeah, very creative, but it's you know, aligned with his future, right? When your parents name you Leo Messi and then you turn out to be a good footballer, yeah. Makosewe anasema sema kimeumana. Jubilee kimeumana kabisa. The president was like, I don't want to hear none of your nonsense. Get away from me. And Girita NYS. Whoa, okay. If rich people are begging, what about us hustlers? Oh, yeah. He's talking about the story of former President Mwai Kibaki's sister-in-law who passed on, and the family is asking for... I don't think they're exactly begging, but they're asking if you want to send your contribution, because that's a way... if you want to give someone a send-off, you can do that. I don't know why this is even a debate, guys. Yeah, but Yes, yes. Yeah, there was a fund where you could contribute. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad thing, personally. But those are his thoughts. Now, Kiprona says, Wakenya will just look at you being mugged and be like, Wa? Utadu? Yeah, that's in Mlango. You saw that video of Mlango Kubwa, someone being robbed in broad daylight and people are doing nothing. Someone else says, Murate and Kaur did the political version of eating Uhuru's fare. Dam says Kimunya can't keep a simple promise of resigning. Can he keep campaign promises? Well, he's politicians. Politicians will always be politicking. Yeah? It's called gaslighting, my friends. But at least I love that he came out to address it. At least he was like, yeah, I said that. But then, the bar is too low. Even coming out to address that issue itself is something we don't often see with Kenyan politicians. Isaac Prince says, what are they going to tell Uhuru? Yeah, they have a case to answer. Geoffrey Monori says, after humiliating defeat, whereas they provided with all set machinery to ensure a win, Uhuru should have even slapped them all together for shaming the party leader. Yeah, wangechapa mbabari huko hivyo unakuja hapo pigwa viboko. Ulizo mbona hatukushinda. Mnashindwa na chama hata ijulikani bwana. Yeah? Nick Matt says, Murathe forgot to take... I'm not going to read that one. He forgot to take something with him yesterday to State House, and he was declared... Hey, no. Maintain decorum. Yeah, we are civilized Kenyans, right? We are live. Roddy says, Jubilee lost in Naivasha in London before this by-election. Did they learn a thing? People are just tired. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, more comments coming in here before we wind up. Felix Amondi says Muturi will never be a Mount Kenya kingpin or spokesman. Well, there has been talk yesterday. Some people said they were not going to allow him to be installed as a spokesperson because they were not consulted. There's been concern. Some people have said they will block the road to Mukorowe because of this. So we're waiting to see on Saturday what happens. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching Speed Feed. My name is Kimani Mbugua. Thank you, Asanteni Sana, for tuning in. Now you're in the know about everything that's setting the conversation today. And if you find this show too long, we have Speed Feed Minute that always goes on TikTok. So you might find it or as you're scrolling through your TikTok feed. Asanteni Sana. Goodbye. We'll see you again tomorrow.